Yo, what's good everybody? It's your girl Petronella here, and today I'm going to be reviewing my past 20 duels in Geoguessr. So this is a relatively new feature where you can review all your past matches and the breakdowns of each round. So we're going to be looking at how many times I got wrong continent, wrong country, not as good region guess as my opponent, and we're also going to do no guess shaming here. We're going to be focusing on just my guesses and like where I guess, and then we're going to be looking at our opponent's view if they got a better region guess or something than us. And this is a relatively new kind of video because it's a new feature, so definitely give me any feedback down below on maybe some notes I should be taking when I review my duels next time, or anything else that I should include in a future video. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so my most recent game is a no move game, and we're gonna go round by round and kind of see like where we guess, and I'll throw up like counters or something in like the top left corner. Alright, looks like round one we were in Vietnam. I guessed kind of in the middle to kind of hedge for north and south because I haven't studied region guessing in Vietnam, but we got a pretty close guess there, so I think that is good. So that's right country, and I'll count that as right region as well. So we'll go here, round two. So round two looks like we were in Vietnam again, but I guessed kind of in the middle to south, and our opponent guessed in Thailand, but they were closer, so we were in the right country, but wrong region. Let's go into this breakdown, so watch the replay of round two. Okay, so let's see what I look at here. I'm kind of just like looking at the fields. I'm now looking at the moo-moos. Hello, moo-moos. Looking at like the agriculture, the people, the pole tops, the houses. I think I just got like a general Southeast Asia vibe here. But because of like the mountainous hills in the back, that is why I went Vietnam. But definitely need to learn region guessing there because I can't just keep shooting in the middle every time. Okay, let's look at our opponent's view and see what they found. Okay, they looked at the pole tops as well. Looking at like the agriculture, the people, kind of the houses in the back. So a lot of the similar things that we're looking at. Okay, that makes sense. I think there's nothing that I really missed looking at their perspective from this. Okay, yeah, nothing I really missed here, so that's okay. Just needing better region guessing on my part, but definitely not a bad or horrible guess overall. There's definitely some blunders in some of these later games, so sure to come soon. All right, round three. Okay, round three, we were in Mexico. I guess in Hidalgo, and was it in Guanajuato? Okay, so not horrible. We got 4.6 there, so not bad. Um, round three, or round four. We guessed in Estonia, and it was in Lithuania. So let's go into this one, because this one is wrong country. Okay. Yeah, I think I just went Estonia here because I saw white flowers and I saw like the meme recently about if you see white flowers, always go Estonia. Um, but yeah, I think that's just like a incorrect vibe there, but that is okay. We were in Lith, so that is one for the wrong country counter. Let's go back. Round five. Okay, round five we guessed we guessed in Wales when it was Northern Ireland. So like technically it's the right, like, I don't know if you count the UK as its own country or Wales. Like I know like everything is like its own separate country in UK, or it's like a little confusing there. But anyways, we guessed Wales and it was Northern Ireland, so I'm gonna say it's the wrong country. And then let's go into the round itself to see what we missed or could have gotten better. Okay, so kind of just looking at the hills, looking at the sheep, looking at the trees and stuff. I think I just plunked in the middle of Wales. Okay, I probably could have taken a little bit more time there. Let's see what our opponent guessed. What they looked at. Okay, also looking at, oh, like the fences. Okay, The trees, the hills, the sheep, the poles maybe. Okay, okay. So maybe something I missed is looking at the fences. I could have used that to look um, further into other areas. Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna go into round 6 now. Okay, round 6 we guessed in Hungary when it was Czechia. So let's go into there to see what we missed. Okay, I kind of just saw like the houses, like the hilly background. Okay. I think I saw like the red roof houses, my guess, and I went Hungary because there's a lot of red roofed houses in Hungary. Kind of like a flat, expansive field. Okay. And let's see what our opponent got, because I think they got in the right country, so there's probably some clues that I missed here. Okay, they're spending a lot of time looking at the pole tops, so maybe I didn't know the German pole tops. Just didn't get the right vibe here. There's some sort of tent in the background, which I don't know why I thought it was like a Red Bull tent, but probably not. I don't know what it is. Okay, a different pole in the distance. Trees. Bright sky. Okay. Yeah. I think this was just like an incorrect vibe on my part. But they spent a lot of time looking at the pole tops, so maybe something we can learn is German pole tops. And also, most of this analysis and stuff will be in the edit of this video, so definitely give me feedback down below if there's things that I should notice when I'm recording the next video, because there's more stats and stuff that I could definitely add to the screen that are not there now, or if there's too many, I could like pare it down. So we'll go to round 7. Great. Round 7 was in Vietnam again. I think we had 3 Vietnam rounds in one game, which I remember that's kind of a lot. And then we guessed in the middle again, and it was slightly further north, so we will take those. Let's go to game 2. All right, so it looks like game 2, we've got a no move pan zoom game. We'll go into here. All right, so round 1. Okay, so this is where the wrong continents will truly start. No move pan zoom is definitely very new for me. I guessed in France, and it was New Zealand, which is weird because New Zealand is in one of my top 3 strongest countries apparently. But yeah, I went completely wrong there. Okay, so let's look at my perspective first. What made me think France? I don't know. I just felt like the fields gave France, but now I'm like looking at the mountains in the back, and I'm like, that's a little too like mountainous. Like it's not like a French mountain. So I definitely see how it's New Zealand here. And then, all right. So that was round 1. Round 2, I guess in Mexico, and it was in Colombia near Medellin. Let's watch the replay. What I saw. I mean, honestly, I think I just saw like the fencing, like the plants, like the dark mountains in the back, the person with like the hat right in front of us, and I kind of went just like hedging CD mechs, but yeah, definitely just got to learn more about the vibes of different countries. So pretty far off there. Wrong country, but not wrong continent. All right, round 3. Okay, round 3, we were in Argentina. We guessed in the Cordoba, and it was in Santiago del Estero province. So I got 4.2 there, which is not too bad, but I'll go into the replay and see if there's anything I missed. I think I just saw like the pole tops and like the very flat fields, and that's why I thought Argentina at first. and definitely more northern because I feel like southern Argentina is very like distinctive with like the type of like shrubbery and stuff they have. So I just could have guessed a little more north here, but that is okay. I'd definitely take 4.3k or 4.2-ish. Round 4. Okay, this was a wrong country for sure. It was Turkey, and I guessed in Andorra. And let's see why I thought Andorra, because Andorra is very like interesting. Yeah, I think I thought Andorra just because of this wall on the right. Like it was just like it felt so Andorran to me. But I guess it was Turkey. Um, yeah, I don't know why I thought Andorra here. Dark forest. It's a little bit like misty. Okay, I see. I see. All right, we're gonna go back. Round 5. Okay, round 5. I was in the wrong region for sure. I think I guessed in Jharkhand, and it was in Uttar Pradesh. So let's go into here and see if there's any metas that we missed. I think I just thought India at first in general because of like the hazy, like reddish tint to the coverage and like the dirt road. Um, but the region, I mean, there's not really a distinctive pole top from what I can tell. There's kind of just this wooden pole right in front of us. So I kind of just like did like an insta plonk there. Um, yeah, I think just got to get the vibes better here. Okay, what round was that? That was round 5. Okay, round 6. Um, guessed in Poland and it was Birmingham, so we'll watch my replay there. I guess the houses do look kind of British. I don't know, I just thought it was like Poland for some reason. Yeah, I guess I just thought it because of like the fields or something, but the houses do look British, like they're giving Britain. Okay, round 7. I guess in Sweden, and it was Norway, so I would like to see our opponent's view here because I'm definitely probably missed something. But we'll look at my view first. So yeah, I think I just thought Sweden because of the dashed outer lines maybe and like the red like snow pole things. Opponent here. Yeah, so there's probably just some like vibe or meta that I missed here. Because they also insta-plonk. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Round 8, I guessed in Uruguay, and it was Mexico. So that is a wrong continent guess here. Let's see what I could have gotten better. I mean, I think this one is just about knowing the vibes and like practicing this map more because there's not really much to go off of here. But if you see something in the comments that I should have noticed, definitely let me know. There's like a red roof I can see on the left. There's mountains in the back. Yeah. I guess Uruguay should have been more overcast. This is a little bit too bright and sunny for Uruguay. So I could have not guessed there, but I don't know if I would have ever gotten to like the Mexico result. So, all right. That was round 8. Round 9. We guessed in Nigeria, and we got a pretty okay region guess. 4.5 I think is pretty good. We'll say that's correct region. Round 10, we guessed in Botswana, and it was in Botswana, and I think 4.6 is good. Okay, game 3. Game 3 is moving. So round 1, Netherlands. We got a pretty good region guess there. Nope. Okay. Never mind. All right. Round 1 was in Colombia. We got a pretty similar guess to our opponent there. We're in Colombia. I kind of just plonked it in the middle, I think. Round 2. Okay, it was Ukraine, and I guessed more eastern near Kharkiv. And I think that was a pretty good region guess by me, because, yeah, I think 4.8 is pretty good for a region guess. All right, round 3. This is wrong country, and it was moving. So, let's see. I guessed in Odisha, and it was Cambodia, so let's take a look at the replay here, because I think this one will be interesting to look at. I think that the red dirt... Okay, there's a lot of houses and stilts now that I'm looking back at the replay. So that probably should have given Cambodia to me, but I feel like the palms felt like palms I've seen in like India before, so that's kind of why I went Odisha with like the palms and the red dirt, but the houses on stilts probably should have gave Cambodia away for me. So that is something that I did not notice then, I think. Round 4, it was Buenos Aires province, and we were in Uruguay. I'm going to look at my replay because that is a wrong country right there. I think this is just a womp womp skill issue here. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the most horrible guess because we got 4,000, but we were in the wrong country. So yeah, definitely need to restudy those South America metas. Round 4. So next is round 5. We're in Panama. I think Panama, I kind of just plonk near Panama City every time because of the coil that I see in the back of the car. I just go there. Round 6, it was Netherlands, and we'll look at the replay. Yeah, I think I just saw like the language .nl and then the yellow license plate and kind of insta-plonked. Okay, so not bad. That was game 3. All right, game 4, we've got a no move game. And no move is my lowest elo of all 3 game modes, so you'll see a lot of wrong continents and wrong countries here, but that is okay. That's why I'm trying to review this and learn. And if there's anything I missed in any of these games, please let me know down in the comments. All right, round 1. All right, round 1 was not a good Ireland region guess, the right country. So there's definitely something to note down there. Okay, round 2, I got wrong country, so let's look at that, because there's probably something that I missed. Okay, I'm looking at the hills, I'm looking at the trees, the rocky road, not the ice cream. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my worst guess ever, because there's no like signage or like, you know, poles or whatever that I missed that I think screamed turkey to me. But I think it's just like the vibe, and maybe it's the type of road that I could have gotten better. Let's look at our opponent. Okay, zooming in on the field in the back. Maybe it's the type of tree or whatever's being grown back there, because I'm really bad with knowing like what plant is being grown when I look at things in duels. Oh, there is a transformer in the top of the hill, which I don't think I saw, so maybe that could have given it away too? I don't know. Okay. That was round 2. Round 3, I got 0 points. Was that wrong hemisphere? I didn't think we needed a wrong hemisphere tracker, but wrong continent we had for sure. I was in Ecuador, and it was Thailand. We'll watch the replay. I don't know why. I think the yellow middle line tripped me up, and I thought it was like North or South America for some reason. But the bollards, I think those are Thai bollards, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I think I just guessed too quickly here was my incorrectness, or the place where I could have improved more. Our opponent, looking at the trees and the palms, sky. Yeah, I'm plunking in Thailand. Okay, that checks out. All right, round 4, DR. I think I just saw the DR roof rack. Anytime I see a DR roof rack, I just insta-send. Round 5, it was the US, so the US is very difficult, even though I'm from the US. Yeah, I think I just saw like whatever field this was, and I'm like, it's giving Iowa, like the middle of the Midwest. Iowa's kind of a go-to if I'm like in this kind of area. So yeah, Illinois, not horrible. I don't know if I could have done much better there because I didn't like see any license plates or anything. Round 6, these 3-button mushroom things. I don't remember if this is only in like Para, but yeah, I don't think that's a Mato Grosso pull top. Okay. Was that round 6? Round 7. Round 7, it was in Czechia, but we guessed near the border of Slovakia because I think I was hedging for both, which I tend to do if I don't know 50-50 between two countries that are next to each other. So I just got like out region guessed here, but that is okay. We'll look at our view first. Okay, I saw the bollard and I was like, I think it's a Czech or Slovak bollard, so that's why I kind of went in the border. And then our opponent, also looking at the bollard and like the trees and stuff. Looking around. Kind of doing just like a Eastern Czech Plonk, but that was enough. Okay. And I think that was the end of that duel. All right, on to duel 5. And no move again. All right, round 1, I guessed in Albania, and it was Turkey. So it looks like we missed Turkey twice. Let's see what I missed here. Okay, looking at the walls, looking at the plants. Oh, the flag in the back. I think I thought it was an Albanian flag for some reason. Like, because I can't really, like, see any distinct shapes because it's, like, really, really far away. I just saw red, and I was like, maybe there's a bird in the middle. But now looking at it back, I'm like, I think I would have seen a darker shape in the middle, even from this far, if it was Albania. But it was definitely just a Turkey flag, because I think the white would have washed out more. So that makes more sense. But I definitely got the vibe of, like, the middle, like, the Mediterranean, I think, is why I went there. So, yeah, not that bad. Okay, let's see what our opponent looked at here. Probably also saw the flag, but correctly identified it as a Turkey flag. Okay, looking at the sun, the fence. Oh, the license plates. I didn't really look at the license plates of the trucks. Okay, so that is something that I missed there. Okay, so maybe the license plates should have given it away, or something I should have looked at more at least. That is okay. We'll go back. Okay, round 2. I guess in Ukraine, and it was in like more southern Russia. So let's go back to the replay. Okay, so maybe the things on the poles should have indicated more southern Russia. Yeah, I kind of just done an insta-plonk there, so not a very long replay at all. Okay, so that's just like a wrong vibe there. Okay, round 3. I guessed in Estonia, and it was in Russia, kind of a little bit northeast of Moscow. So let's do the replay. I think I saw the like white birchy tree, and I was like, ooh, Estonia, like in Estonia, Finland. Because it kind of looked like a Finnish sign, like a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think so. I just got that wrong insta guess there, so maybe I should have taken a little bit more time to look at everything around, but I saw the white birch, and I thought that was more like the, Finland, Estonia up here. Okay. All right, round 4, I went in Philippines, and it was Indonesia, so let's take a look at that for sure. Okay, so not much here. We're kind of in the middle of a road. No pole tops really seen, just wires and plants and vibes. Reasons why I thought it was Philly. I'm gonna guess because of the pavement, because I feel like the pavement just felt Philippines to me. And then the trees were kind of giving me Southeast Asia, but I didn't get Indonesia vibes here, so I think that's just something I will learn over time. Okay. That was round 4. Okay, round 5. Okay, round 5, I guessed in Croatia, and it was Netherlands. So let's definitely take a look at that, because those are pretty far from each other. Maybe these bollards are Netherlands bollards? I mean, the house in the back looks so Netherlands, too, like the dark brick. I think I just... Oh my god, is that a flag? No, wait, that's a Croatia flag, no? Wait. Wait, I'm like so confused because I know the Netherlands flag is like blue, white, red, but it does look like there's a symbol in the middle. So I think that's why I thought it was Croatia, but I guess it was just maybe Netherlands flag and I misread that. But now looking at the houses in the back, like the dark triangular um, types of the houses, it does look more Netherlands. So that checks out. Let's see what our opponent looked at. Okay, looking at the road, the bollards maybe, the sky, the sun. Houses also sees a flag. Yeah. Okay, looking at the house again. Okay, that was just wrong country there by me. But looking at the houses again, maybe I should have taken a little bit more time to look at that instead of insta plonking. So yeah, round five. That was round five. So we're on round six. Round six was Kenya, and I just don't know how to get region guess in Kenya. So I already know that's something that I need to study. Round seven was U.S. again. I guess Vermont, and it was really, really eastern Maine, right by the border of New Brunswick. So we'll see. Is there anything I could have got there? I mean, they're signed with dental surgery 207 area code. Don't know area codes. License plate, I saw green. So I kind of instant Vermont. That's why I went there. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything that I missed that maybe that was not like a Vermont license plate, or maybe Maine is also green. Um, but yeah, that is kind of why I went there. Round eight, I guess in France, and it was Czechia. Let's see if I missed any like pull tops or anything. Okay, no, this is the middle of like a field. Um, yeah, I just kind of felt like it was like Europe, and I'm like, I don't know where in Europe. Maybe like the fields should have been more in like the middle. Like maybe it would have been. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I guess France, I think, because of just like the architecture. Like I knew it was like Europe somewhere, but I didn't know specifically where. Um, but yeah, it was France. So it was wrong country by me. And then let's see our opponent's guess here. Looking at the sky, looking at the church in the background, the buildings. I mean, definitely a better region get, or definitely a better guess than me. So I think just like getting more practice with this map is seems like the general consensus for me. But there are, I'm sure I'm like noting down in the edit which countries I'm getting down or I'm getting wrong a lot. So that'll be noted down. Okay, and then round nine, last round, I guessed in Poland when it was Serbia. So let us look at that. Okay, we were just in the middle of some sort of like corn or wheat field. Maybe the type of like coverage should have indicated more Serbia. Like it is very hazy, and I don't know if I've ever seen very hazy coverage in Poland. Um, yeah, okay, wrong country there. Okay, now we have a moving duel. So let's look at this. So round one, I guess in Mato Grosso. No wait, I guess in Goiás when it was in Para. So let's look at both of our views here. Um, looking at dirt, looking at the road, the trees. We're moving, we're moving. No road here. So jumping coverage years for sure. Okay, let's see what our opponent looked at. So the road. Going down the road. Looking at the trees. Oh, the sign, okay. Maybe that is a big city that I did not know. Okay, yeah, definitely a good guess by them. Okay. What round was that? That was round 1, right? Okay, round 2. I guess in Uruguay again when it was Buenos Aires province. I feel like that is the second time I've done that in the past like couple duels I've reviewed. Yeah, I mean like seeing like the license plates and stuff and like the signs, I was just like, oh, Uruguay, but there's the black dot in the middle, which I think is Argentina, or maybe it's Argentina and Uruguay. But I feel like the signage should have given me Argentina more than Uruguay, so that is something that I missed. Round 3 was a Japan bad region guess by me. Or not bad, not great, but not horrible. Let's see. Kind of just look around. I see like the gray things in the road. We're looking at the pole plates maybe. We're skipping over the pole plates. I'm kind of just insta guessing. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have taken more time to look at the pole plates now that I've like learned them a little bit, but I did not look at them here for some reason. I think my style is very like quick guessing and just trying to guess based off vibes, like not playing moving like, or I don't know, playing moving like no move or no move can zoom almost, if that makes sense. Looking at the sign, okay. Looking around, the mountains, the hills. Okay. That was just a not good region guess by me, but I should have taken more time to look at the like hills and stuff around me. Okay. So that was round 3. Round 4. Ooh, wait. 4.9 by me. Okay, what did I see here? I normally am not looking at the rounds where I get like a really, really good score. Oh, Montenegro on the car. Yeah, I mean, what can you do there? And it says Podgorica, so the capital. I just insta plonked because I was like, not trying to give my opponent more time to find any other information. But yeah, round 5. Ireland, I don't know how to Ireland region guess, so I think that is that there. Sweden is, for some reason, in my bottom 3 countries from the new feature where it shows you your strongest and weakest country, so I just need to restudy like region guessing there. What is this? Belgium, round 7. I mean, let's look at the replay. Why did I think it was Belgium? I think it was like the language, like the mix of the French and like the German maybe at first. .be also helps. Yeah, so I think it's just not knowing whatever city is on the sign, but I kind of just saw .be probably and like confirmed that it was Belgium over like Luxembourg or something that has like, you know, both the French and the German language together. Round 8 was New Zealand, and it was really, really far north, and I guess Northern Ireland, so that was good. Northern Ireland, not Ireland. Round 9, I guess in Sydney when it was New Zealand. So, still don't know how New Zealand is in my top 3, but let's look at the replay and see what I missed. I think this was a really long round, but it's probably just a little bit like, I'm like giving my opponent too much time. So that's like why I sent Sydney, but I think that there are so many clues here that I missed that was New Zealand. Like those blue signs I think are way more common in New Zealand than Australia. I'm sure that Gisborne is like a big city that I don't know. We're on the left side of the road. Smith City. Yeah, it's just giving more New Zealand now that I look about this in the replay, but I think I was just looking around and not finding any clues or whatever. You know, I think I did a bit of like, I was like, oh, is it over on the side? But no. Okay, So that was just like really a wrong country guess by me. It was New Zealand. Let's see what our opponent found, because maybe they found like a URL or something, or some sort of sign or something that I should have. Oh, well, I mean, there's NZ off the start, so that was just something that I missed, but that is okay. Because we're learning from reviewing, and hopefully this is going to help me be better. Bank of New Zealand. Well, that will also help. Um, yeah, that's why these moving duels are so tough sometimes. Because I'm like, sometimes I just get like so locked in on trying to find one specific thing that I like ignore all my other clues. But even off the start, like if it was no zoom or no moving, then I should have gotten those New Zealand. Um, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it was just like bad movement by me. But that was New Zealand, and that was round 9. So we'll go to the next game. All right. Next up, we've got no move hand zoom game. All right. Round 1, we've got a bad Brazil region guess by me. I guess in Piranha, but it was in Minas Gerais. So let's look at the replay here. All right. I mean, it's no move hand zoom, right? So I think I was just like, feels like Brazil, reddish dirt, yellow dash middle, Plonk it in Brazil. Yeah, so just like a bad region guess there. Round 2, I guess, in Romania when it was Poland. So let's definitely take a look at this, because I probably missed something. Um, I think this one is just like the vibes I got wrong. Like, I don't know why I thought Serbia. The trees maybe are a little bit more Polish. So I should have gone further north there at least. But yeah, and our opponent. I mean, it's no move hand zoom, so they kind of are seeing everything that I'm seeing, but just seeing if they like scan the map differently or something, or they're also like insta plonking middle Poland. Yeah, I mean that's just a middle Poland plonk, so that was a womp womp by me. Round 3, I guessed in Japan it was Korea. They guessed in Hong Kong, I think, and it was Korea. So let's definitely take a look at this, because I think it was a difficult round. I feel like the license plate, I've never seen a green license plate before, like in any of these countries. Like, only one I know of is like Norway or like, Vermont in the US. But the architecture just felt like it didn't really feel super Korean to me, but I guess maybe the license plate should have given away. I don't know what the green license plate is though, but I think in the edit I'll throw up a picture of whatever license plate it is if it's something that's indicative of South Korea. Um, and then yeah, okay. I think that was just like not great vibes there. Round 4. Okay, round 4. I guess mainland Malay and it was Sabah. So what did I miss here? I think this is just a agriculture or like a vibes issue. It definitely feels like more mountainous and like hilly than mainland Malay, but left side of the road, the license plates and the trees kind of made me think Malaysia in general. But I think I could have gotten Sabah or Sarawak here at least. Okay. Round 5, it was. Oh my god, the zoom is weird. Okay. It was South Australia, and I guess an NSW, so let's look at that. Yeah, I think this is just like classic Australia. I don't know why. White outer, white dash middle, like the trees, I just thought somewhere in Australia, but we were in the wrong region. It was South Australia, but there's no Sobe poles, because we're not in like a big city or anything. So yeah, we got the right country there at least though, so woo. All right, on to the next duel. All right, now we have a moving duel. All right, so round 1, we've got an incorrect region guess by me. We're guessing in West Bengal when it was in Maharashtra. So let's look at the replay here. Oh, we can move. Okay. The car, I think, is maybe something that's region specific, because I definitely don't see it in all of like India coverage. What made me go West Bengal here? Did I see like language? Yeah, I think the language I saw and I was like, not being in like some sort of like, I don't know. I don't know what I was like looking for specifically, but I guess because it was like more like the Phoenician alphabet letters, I thought it was maybe more towards Bangladesh. Um, but the pole tops I saw were probably more indicative of the other side. Um, so that's something that I could have taken more into account. Round two, I guessed in Jordan and it was UAE. Um, so I frequently get Jordan wrong, but it looks like I guessed Jordan here when it was not Jordan. Yellow outer, the rocky road, the language on the sign. Yeah, I think I just saw like the Arabic and the English and I thought it was Jordan, but I think signs in Jordan usually have Hebrew on it as well because it's near Israel or bordering. Yeah, so I probably should have just gone UAE there, but yeah, wrong country guess. Okay, round three, we were in, I guessed in Sapporo when we were in a different part of Japan, so that was a bad region guess by me, but let's see what I missed. I saw the yellow things in the side of the guardrails, and I thought that was indicative of like a certain region of Japan, but it's not. And that's not even a Hokkaido plate, so I don't know why I sent Hokkaido. Let's see what our opponent looked at. They're looking around, they're moving down the road, they're looking at the pole plates, so definitely something I need to brush up on again. Kind of looking at like the trees and stuff. Yeah, I think I just like need to study my pole plates again is something I'm realizing after this, so that is good to know. Round four. Wow, I guess in Kenya. So, wrong continent there for sure. Why did I think Kenya here and not Australia? I don't know. The trees, like, I don't know why I thought it was Kenya. Like, it's just not Kenya, not Kenya trees. Yeah. And our opponent got a better vibe here. They got that it was Australia. So, I think this one was just a womp womp skill issue for me. They're looking at the ground, dirt, maybe like the bollards. Oh, that is an Australian bollard I see with like the gray rectangle. Yeah, or is that a red rectangle? I thought it looked great first, but yeah, definitely didn't see that. So that was a good find by them and something I could have found. Okay, round five, I just guessed in Taiwan because I saw the tape on the pole probably and it's the Plonk in the middle. Round six, it was Bhutan. I love getting Bhutan. I'm like, I feel like Bhutan just like is so distinct. I think I just saw like the houses and I saw like the haziness and I was like, I think it's Bhutan for sure. But then also when I say for sure, I mean I was like 80% sure. I'm like trying to look for some sort of like language or something to help me. Um, and then I saw like a little bollard on the side just now, so I wonder if that's what I saw. Yeah, and then the sign having like the English and like I don't know what the other language is on top, but it just kind of confirmed it was Bhutan for me. So I could have gotten a better region guess there though, because we only got 4.5. Okay, round seven. Let's see what happened. We're kind of just dropped in front of some sort of like mansion or something. We got language here in the sign. Hilly, red barns and stuff. Yeah, I think it was just like a southern Sweden plonk. Um, that is okay. Our opponent was slightly closer though, but apparently Sweden is one of my worst countries, so it's definitely something I need to study region guessing again. Round 8, what was this? It was Eswatini, and I think I just like guessed on the border, like on the outside, because I saw like Eswatini Hill, but I could have guessed more in the middle. Round 9, Netherlands. Guessing Netherlands, cool. I kind of just like center plonked a little bit outside of Amsterdam. Okay, well, this is interesting. Round 10 was a water plonk, which I don't do often because I'm like, generally, I try to guess in a country because like water plonk is obviously wrong if there's like no land there because I'm just like hedging. I was like, I don't know if it's UK or Ireland, but let's see if I missed any clues to tell me if it was where it actually was. Like immediately off the bat, I was like, left side of the road, feels like UK or Ireland. Yeah, see the English going the other way on the left side, hilly. It kind of just felt like very generic, like UK or Ireland. So I was like, I don't know, where do I go here? But I didn't want to like rule out either, so I went in the water, which I know is like a bad maybe move this far into the game with like a 4x multi, but it ended up being really North Scotland, so it worked out for me. All right, going on to the 9th duel. All right, so I guess in Bulgaria, and it was Russia, so that's the wrong country there. So let's definitely take a look at this. Okay, dropped in the middle of nowhere, very flat, hilly in the back, but what did I see that made me think Bulgaria? Was it a language? Maybe the font is more Russian than Bulgarian, but I thought it felt very like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I think I just should have noticed that, but let's look at what our opponent sees because they probably found better info. Looking at the sky, okay. Looking at the background, they went a different direction, which is interesting. Maybe the darker gravel is more Russia. That does check out, I think. Um, yeah, I mean, the houses are kind of just giving like Eastern Europe. I don't know if I would have gone the right like region of Russia, but I suppose I could have gotten Russia from the darker gravel and the font on the sign. So that is okay there. Let's see, that was round 1. Round 2, it was New Brunswick. How did I get New Brunswick here? Ooh, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can find out. Oh, stop and arrête. So when you have both stop and arrête on a sign together, it is in New Brunswick. Because if it's just arrête, it's in Quebec. But if it is both, it's only here. So that's why it's accent. Okay, round 3. It was Iceland, and I think I just like instasend whenever I figured out it was Iceland, but I could have got a better region guess there if I looked for more info. Round 5, Turkey. I know I need to learn region guessing here, so I know that this is just a skill issue. Round 5, I guess France, and I got a pretty decent region guess, 4.6, I'll take it. This is round 5. No, that was round 5. This is round 6. Ecuador, got right country, but not the right region, which I know I need to learn region guessing here too. And then round 7, I got Colombia, and it was not a good region guess, so definitely adding Colombia to the list as well. All right, I think this is going to be the last duel that we review for today. So this is a no-move duel that I lost, so let's definitely look at the breakdown and see what we could have got better. Round 1, I guess in Puerto Rico? Nope, I guess in the U.S. Virgin Islands when it was Mexico and Baja California Sur. Okay, French Manila. All right, what did I see here? I saw Coldwell Banker sign, which I know is like a U.S. real estate agency thing. So I was like, this is like kind of weird. Like it's not continental U.S. for sure. So I thought it was like the Virgin Islands maybe because it was like someplace near the US, but I guess I have it in Mexico too. Um, yeah, so that was just like a really bad read by me, or kind of like honing in only on the Coldwell Banker and thinking it was somewhere US zone, but no, it was in Mexico. So that was bad guess by me. Let's see what our opponent looked at. Okay, looking at the sign with the butterflies. Looking at the sand, maybe? The trees. I didn't really look a lot at the vegetation. I think I just like honed in on the one Coldwell Banker sign and was like, nope, that's all I'm looking at. um, okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I definitely could have looked at the overall like area more because I think I just like focused in on one thing. But that happens to me a lot in Geoguessr. I just like see one thing and I'm like, it must be something related to this. But that is okay. We just got outplayed there. Round 2. I guess in Arge, and it was in the Cordoba province, so that was a really, really good region guess by us. Round 3, Ukraine got a pretty good middle plonk there. 4.9. Round 4, I guess in Oman, and it was in Senegal. So let's definitely take a look at this one. Okay, the truck. I don't know why I thought that was like the Oman truck, like the palms and the two like things on the front. I think I just get like the white trucks mixed up sometimes. Like I know they're in a lot of different countries. And I thought, I guess for a second it was maybe in Jordan or something, but yeah, it was just a Senegal truck. So wrong continent there too. Let's go back. Round 5. I guessed it was Japan, but I got a wrong region guess. Let's take a look at the replay. Okay. Okay, I look around at like the hills and stuff, the yellow things on the poles, which again, I think I thought at this point was only in one region of Japan for some reason, but I think that's when I see the gray ones, not the yellow. So I guess there, and that was not incorrect. Or no, that was not correct. Let's see what our opponent saw. They are zooming in. They look at the sky. Kind of just doing a Japan middle plonk, maybe? Oh, a little bit northern plonk. Plonking all over. Yeah, I mean, that was just like, I didn't get the right vibes there. So just need a region guess there better. All right, round 6. I guessed in England and it was Ireland, and they got Isle of Man. So let's see what I missed here. I think I just saw like the type of housing and I insta sent maybe. Let us see what the opponent looks at. Look at the sky, the road, also sees like the sign in the back, like the brown with like the white text. Going Isle of Man. And that was closer. Okay. And then round 7, last but not least, I went Lesotho on Spain. Guys, I swear I play this game sometimes, but clearly this was a bad read here. I don't know. I'm like looking back at it and I'm like, wait, this still looks like Lesotho, no? Like the mountains are so like angular and flat, but it was just Spain. So that's just a womp womp for me there. Yeah, kind of just looking at the back of the car, the hills and stuff. I mean, they see everything that I saw. And they just definitely got a better read on the country than I did. So that is a GG for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me reviewing my past 10 duels in Geoguessr. Let me know if you like this kind of video. I know this is like a new feature, so I wanted to make this and see like what it's like to look back at my previous duels and maybe like what I was thinking, what I need to work on. If you have anything else that you noticed during this video that I should work on, definitely tell me in the comments down below. I'll be doing more of these videos in the future as I play more duels. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.